to journal and overcome life struggles, you need to be a part of this community. Love my video. Subscribe to it. Let's do it. We've been talking about access denied all week. That's right, access denied. So I want to go ahead and touch on that topic. I want to ask you to list out 3 things that you've been allowing access to you that no longer needs access to you. Who do you need to deny access? What situation do you need to deny access of? And then I want you to write why right beside it. Okay, that is one of the things that I told my clients to do. And what I want to talk about today is how when I did that, it helped me. And not only how it helped me, but the headspace that I was in when I was first inside of that situation, how this helped me get out of it, and what I learned about me in the process of journaling and becoming more aware of the things that I was feeling on the inside. So this journey of called life is all about us healing and growing and learning about ourselves and figuring out how we can heal ourselves from the inside out, because the outer world is a reflection of the things that are happening inside of you. And I get reminded of this day in and day out, okay? So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hop into my personal touch. Okay, so let's see. Wow, this is going to get personal. Alright, so a person that I had to deny access to that changed my life tremendously will honestly be first some friends I used to hang around. Okay, I had some friends that I would hang around that were actually friends and cousins, family members, some that I would just go over there and act a complete fool. Like I used to go to, you know, kickbacks. Okay, for example, I used to go to kickbacks, and when I go to the kickbacks, I like to dance, and I dance, okay, but I do have control over myself. But it's just like something about when that alcohol gets my system. I used to just throw it, you know, and this was not good for me, because I would go over there and I would dance all over people. I was acting all crazy, but I was having fun and they was loving it. I was the show. I was the show. And I would just put on the show for everybody, pretty much. And then after the fact, I would be on social media dancing, and it just was embarrassing. It was embarrassing seeing myself on social media dancing on other women like that and just carrying on bad, okay? It just did not look good. It's one thing to enjoy yourself, but it's another thing to just look sloppy doing it, and I just was not feeling that. So anyways, I had to deny access to certain situations like that. Like I didn't want to put myself in a position where I was going to go out and I was going to get sloppy drunk or super duper high and then just start dancing and twerking all over everybody that I laid my eyes on, because it just wasn't good. It wasn't a good look. So that's something that I had to release myself from. Okay, so I started to do that. So I'm like, okay, wow, well, now that I'm not doing that anymore, what am I going to do in the meantime? What am I going to do? Like, I would love to do that. And so I was just like, you know, maybe I could stay at home. So what I did, I got inside of my journal and I wrote down some of the things that I needed to let go of. And that was the one. So when I decided to let that go, I was like, yeah, what am I going to do now? What I decided to do was to stay at home and read. That sounds super boring, but it wasn't though, because there's so many different books you can read. And one thing about this activity that you're going to do for yourself is not only do we have to get rid of or take inventory of the stuff we need to deny access, but we need to grant access to some things as well and switch some stuff up. So reading a book. I had gotten to, I completely forgot how I got into this, but I had ran across some information called the Law of Attraction, and I can make a whole nother video simply about the Law of Attraction and the book The Secret. That helped change my mindset. It blew me, okay, because I didn't even think about it. And when I heard about the Secret in the Law of Attraction, it's just so simple. It just makes so much sense. It's like, girl, where have you been? Like, this is common sense, but it just blew my mind because once I thought about it, I was doing it. The law of attraction is one of those laws that's like gravity. It's happening whether you know about it or whether you don't know about it. So you're gonna learn from it by, just living and then just getting the knowledge. There's so much knowledge in the world. So once we get all the knowledge that we need, we'll be able to succeed, right? But at the same time, you'll never have all the knowledge, but you will get a good enough wisdom, a good enough amount of knowledge and wisdom so that you can continue to flow and move forward in your life. All right, period, point blank. That was something. Released myself from that, started reading, read that, learned about law of attraction, and then my life felt like it started to move forward a little bit until I hit a rock bottom to where I was like, ooh, and this next one is going to be a person I had to release myself from, which was my ex. He had to go. We were together for 6 years. The more I tapped into myself, the more I started to meditate and read and learn about all this stuff, the less interested I was in the person that I had been connected to for that long. So that person is somebody who had to go. His energy wasn't where mine was at. I was on an upward movement forward, and I just felt like he was just right here holding me back. I felt like he was holding me back. I felt like his energy was just too negative. I felt like he was still pulling me into those situations that I was working so hard to get myself away from. So the influence was not a good one. And we do have 2 children together, but it just had to go. So that's something that had to go. And once I released myself from that, on top of the going to the kickbacks, I really felt like in the beginning, I was like, what am I going to do with myself? What am I going to do with my time? And then I just kept on doing the same thing. I'm like, just keep reading. Just keep spending time with your children. Just keep on meditating. Let's see about prayer. Let's see, if this praying thing is really going to work out. So I opened up my Bible and I started praying and I started reading. And when I started in Genesis, I found out that the Bible is a very spicy, juicy, interesting book because, listen, I didn't know half of the stuff that went down until I read how it went down, okay? And it's just, some stuff inside the Bible is really going to catch you off guard. Like, they did what? To who? When? To his daughter? To her father? Like, yeah, it's going to be like that. But anyway... read that. I haven't read the whole thing, but I started reading and getting to that. So one more thing that I had released myself that really helped me grow and I'm not going to say release myself. Another thing that I denied access to that really helped me grow would be smoking weed, okay? Oh, I want to say smoking trees. I used to blow it down every day, all day, 24/7. And when I had stopped doing that, first of all, it was a huge struggle. But when I stopped doing it on an everyday basis, my mind became so much clearer. I felt like I had more energy because I used to blow it down and then I would just be so sleepy and tired. All I wanted to do was just kind of lay around, or I would have all these deep thoughts and things like that while I was lifted. And then as it started to simmer down, so did my energy levels, and it just wasn't productive for me. So it's different strokes for different folks, but for me it was not beneficial. It actually hindered me at the time in my life. So I just let that go. I had to deny access to that. And once I denied access to that, I denied access to the people who used to want to, match with me and things like that. And so once I let go of those people, because I was no longer doing the same thing that they were doing, it's just like they stopped coming around and it was fine with me. And I'm like, okay, so now I don't have no friends, I don't have no relationship, and I am really just being stripped right now, and it was absolutely okay. Listen, but looking back on it now, I know it was all for good. It helped me out tremendously. However, in that moment, y'all, it hurt. It was not always easy. Sometimes I felt like, lonely. I felt super lonely at times. I cried my eyes out several times because I had to ask myself, what direction am I going to? It's just a part of that growing and healing process, a part of that releasing, okay, and just freeing yourself. But the free part is like at the end. But in the beginning, there's some work you got to put in. And the work that you have to put in is that's what we're talking about right now. Is that work, okay? That healing work. But yes, queens, guys, that is my piece. Those are the 3 things that I had denied access to me for my life in order for me to start to move forward, prosper, and grow. So yeah, if you want to continue to go ahead and journal, that would be amazing. You can now list out your things. I will be putting down I will be putting the journaling quote right down in the description box below so that you'll have access to it. And always listen, I am here for you. I'm not just here telling you my stuff. Listen, if you need more love and more support, more words of encouragement from me, I will definitely let you know that I'm right here. You have access to me. I'm going to drop my link below. I also have a mindset coaching program to where we do these journaling prompts each and every day. I drop them for you. And then not only that, but you'll have access to a community to where you'll see other women going through the same things and healing from the same things that you're going through. We're also going to be hopping on a weekly call Saturday at 9 a.m. We go live action, baby, and we talk about the things that we've discussed throughout our journal and see how I can be more help, more support if there's any type of life challenges you're having right now that you need advice with. Well, I do group coaching, live mindset coaching. So yeah, I'm here for you. I'm going to help you the best way that I possibly can. So yeah, if you want to be a part of that, if you need some extra love and support, I'm going to drop my link down below, and come on, get excited, because your whole life is about to change, queen. The woman that you are looking at right now is not about to be the woman that you're going to be within the next couple of months. Not if you stay connected to me. Not if you attach yourself to me. Turn on your notification. Go ahead and like and subscribe this video, because your life is going to change, and I can guarantee that as long as you put the work in, queen. As always, it's you versus you, and I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. I love you. I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey.